If you people could remember vividly, some few days ago, Sheik, one Sheik Mansur Sokoto, made a pronouncement of Islam will be in danger if Taraba and Nasarawa is allowed to go into the hands of a Christian. But ordinarily, is misinterpreting or is that is his personal opinion per se. Islam is neither a tribe or ethnic non-religion affair. Islam is a belief by Muslims, is representation of justice, equity, and love, which doesn't patronize bad governance over faith. The two religions do not patronize bad governance over faith. So why should Sheik make such statements? For those who have been following the recent trend on social media, particularly the Facebook, must have come across a misleading utterances by one Sheikh Mansur Sokoto, where he claimed Islam will be endangered if Taraba and Nasarawa state fall in a non-Muslim governor's hand. In the post, he said, if Taraba and Nasarawa state fall in a non-Muslim governor, Islam will be endangered. He then further possesses a question saying, what's the way forward? The way forward is for him to concentrate on issues that border along his own states, where insecurity is the order of the day. Just a few days ago, we have students adopted in a very close by university that is very close to Sokoto, where he's bearing his name from. What have you said about that? He should challenge those in authority that have refused to protect life and property, not interfering in issues of court. He further, in his post, as Muslim and a northerner, we wonder where Sheikh Sokoto got his own teachings as Islam preacher, good governance over faith. To us, his post was just a mere speculation and personal opinion, just as I've said earlier. We wish to advise Sheikh to instance focus on how to bring forth idea to curtail the excesses of kidnapping, banditry, cattle rustling, which has become a pandemic in the up north states, governed by Muslim governors. We have states that are governed by Muslim governors where the life of Muslims are even highly threatened. Kaduna, on a daily basis, there is kidnapping. On a daily basis. These are issues that we expect the Muslim cleric or the Christian cleric should be talking about, not delving into judiciary issue. We wish to call on Sheikh Sokoto and other cleric to desist from hate speech, hitting the political speaks through interfering in political as well as judicial proceeding, as this may cause disunity among Nigerians as well as intimidate and threat the court ruling, which in turn threaten our relative peace and democracy. When Sheikh continue on this trend, he is tactically trying to control the mindset of our judges or threaten our judges that if they deliver justice, they will not be happy. As such, we advise Sheikh to please understand what to give out to the public, because Nigeria, as we are now, what we needed most is peace and development. And development have no tribe. Poverty have no tribe. Poverty do not understand religion. What poverty understand is humanity. It targets humans, so it should be a more developmental issue. In conclusion, we wish to state categorically that Mr. David, because Mr. David and that of Taraba is one of the major issues that have actually dragged the attention of Sheikh to make such statements. So mentioning his name should not be something that will think otherwise. Mr. David Obugado, the governor-elect of Nasarawa State, who is Sheikh Sokoto reason for the outburst, served diligently as a member of the House of Representatives between 2011 and 2019. Record has it that he served his people without any form of discrimination between both Christians and Muslims in his constituency. You know, nowhere in Nigeria, especially northern part of Nigeria, that you will not find Christians and Muslims in the same community. And this man have served as National Assembly member for good 8 years, I think. And during that time of his tenure, we have never had a Muslim crying out or a traditionalist crying out that he has been marginalized because of his faith. So where have Sheik drive his assertion from, or his inspiration from, to must have made such statement? That is why it's good as scholars, if really we want to dive into politics, it is very important we ask about individual that we are trying to talk about or the state we are trying to talk about. We must read widely or travel widely to understand the concepts behind our nation than just making public utterances that could endanger the peace we are enjoying, partially enjoying. Because if I say we're enjoying peace, I'm lying. Record has it that he served his people without any form of discrimination between both Christians and Muslims. Therefore, suggesting that the mandate given to him by the people of Nasarawa state be taken away from him on the religion basics is a threat to our democracy and is un-Islamic. As I said earlier in the introduction, I said Islam is all about peace, unity, justice, equity, love. These are the attributes of the Prophet during his lifetime. The Prophet during his lifetime do even visit non-Muslims to check their health and attend to their needs when the need arises. And we still have countries that are over 60, 70 or 80% Muslims that are governed by non-Muslims in the world. So I think our priority as Nigerian should be strictly development, should be strictly poverty alleviation, should be strictly enhancement of health, welfare of workers and citizens. It should go beyond putting the minds of people along this religion's line. It will not help us to develop as a country. Finally, even in Taraba state, where the elected was clearly won by the current governor, is also uncalled for. Anybody to try to influence the judiciary using religion card. So we advise our cleric, both Muslims and Christian, should preach the gospel of God, should be more attentive to morals of individuals that are governing us as leaders. Advise them appropriately to give us what we deserve as citizens. And I think the time for election have passed. It is time for nation building. And religion shouldn't be a catalyst to define what our leaders will give to us or to determine the outcome of the judiciary. I'm Isa Abubakar, the National President of Northern Youth Council. Thank you very much for coming, and may God bless you all.